Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with yet another video of the Arizona Sports Fan Live Edition. How are we doing today on this beautiful, beautiful Thursday afternoon where I couldn't get my darn audio to work? I apologize about the big delay, guys, but we are here to start talking some Arizona Cardinals. Now, if you haven't read the title of this, it is not an April Fool's joke. It's absolutely 100% true. When I posted this, basically, I saw a lot of people on the chat saying, "Oh, April Fools, April Fools." It wasn't. It's real. It's real. If you don't know, there was two players that ended up doing a renegotiation of their contract. One of them being Rodney Hudson, and the other one being Jordan Hicks. So that right there basically gave the Arizona Cardinals $15+ million in cap room. Now, obviously, once this happens, a lot of different speculation starts to happen. What's going to happen with the Arizona Cardinals? Are they planning something big? Are they going to do a big trade-off? What is going to happen with the Arizona Cardinals? And that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. The speculations, what do you think is going to happen, and what do I think is going to happen? So that's what we're going to dive into today, guys. We're going to have a very good show here today, and I have completely apologized about being extremely late. I like to be always on time, but I just got a new computer, and unfortunately, it didn't work to my advantage. But quick shout out here to my guy Red C with a big $5 donation. My guy, let me give you the quick dab. Says, "Why are you so late, bro?" Basically, I got a whole new computer. I thought I was super cool, and then the audio wasn't working in it, so it was a big messed up. Nothing to do with you guys. I apologize. Completely my fault. I should be testing this before the live stream, but obviously I'm really late notice. So that's the main reason right there. All right, guys, let's dive into it here. We have a lot of things to talk about here about this Arizona Cardinal, big news that happened, because I think overall this is pretty exciting news. Whether something happens from the Arizona Cardinals or not, I think it's definitely something worth talking about. Now, one thing I want to mention before we jump into this whole cap situation is the Arizona Cardinals are expected to meet with Quinton Dunbar, which is another DB. I believe he played most of his career within the Washington football team. That's where I believe he was playing. And I think last year he was playing with the Seattle Seahawks, but correct me if I'm wrong. But that's where he was playing, and we have a meeting to set with them next week. So we'll see what happens. Maybe a possibility of another signing for the Arizona Cardinals, try to bolster up their DB room, which honestly, at this point, I cannot complain that we're trying to add more people in the DB room, because last year it was a debacle trying to find that second cornerback opposite side of Patrick Peterson. We ended up getting Crawley, we ended up getting Drake Kirkpatrick, and then we ended up getting Prince Amukamara, which never really played at all. So that was very concerning in that sort of aspect. But we do have another super chat in the house by Fidel Mendoza saying, signing a running back with that $15 million, that's what we're going to talk about today, Fidel. So that's what we're going to do. Thank you so much for the $5 donation. Let me give you the quick dab, by the way, and that's what we're going to dive into today. So $15 million is what the Arizona Cardinals have. Now, if we really take a look at the number, we also need to take into consideration what we need to pay for the rookies. Now, during the draft, now, granted, we don't have a lot of draft picks coming into this 2021 draft, but we do have a first and second, and then we have a lot of late round picks, which the good thing is that the late round picks do not cost a lot of money. The first and second round pick is what's going to cost the most. If I were to estimate the first and second round, I probably would say somewhere around $6 to $7 million, maybe $8 million in what we need to pay for the rookies. I think 6, but I'm not 100%. So yes, we do have $15 million in cap, but we also need to take into consideration that we do have the draft coming through, and we do need to pay the rookies as well. So we maybe don't have the full amount of the $15 million that we have in cap, but we can still look into different possibilities, maybe still adding some big key free agent pieces into this Arizona Cardinal team, which honestly, I still think that we need help. I really do. I don't think that we are, I don't know. It's hard to say, especially with the acquisitions of J.J. Watt. I think that was a big swing. Getting the Rodney Hudson after the trade, after a third-round pick, that's also a dynamite pickup. But if you really take a look at the signings that we ended up doing, what the Steve Keim in the front office is saying is this is win now mode. This is the year that we're going to go for the whole shebang. this is the year right here. And if we don't go through the whole shebang, then we're not going to really going to go anywhere. And that would be really the unfortunate part, to see another Arizona Cardinal team try to go through it again and basically falling short of getting the Lombardi, just pretty much like the 2015 season, where the Arizona Cardinals seemed to be a Super Bowl contender and a Super Bowl favorite, but they ended up going to the Carolina Panthers and we got smacked. We got shellacked, and I do not want to remember it, but it's basically kind of what we're dealing with right now. We do got another $5 donation by me, Wilson. My guy, let me give you the quick dab. Thank you so very much for doing that. Says, what did we do? What did we do to Shannon Sharp? He's been hating on the signing with JJ, AJ Green, and Malcolm Butler. I don't know. I honestly, I'm not one to ask that, because I don't really watch a lot of the big mainstream stuff like Undisputed, First Take, Good Morning Football. I don't watch that either. I don't really watch a lot of them. And the reason why is because, especially me being an Arizona Cardinal fan, I don't really feel like they do enough research to really talk about my Arizona Cardinal team, because it's basically all just due to stats. It's basically all due to what's in the headlines. And because we're not a headline type of team, the way they talk about it is just very vague, and I don't really like it. So I'm not really one guy to ask, but if I were to say, if he was talking some sort of smack, it's probably kind of what a lot of fans are saying, where we don't really feel like the signings were to build the future up. The signings were, let's win now. And let's win now can either work for us in this 2-year period, or can really, really turn around and basically not work for us. So that's kind of like the downfall. So if he's saying something along the lines where he didn't like the signings, maybe it might have to do with most of our free agents basically being 30 years of age or older. We didn't go younger. We went older. That's exactly what we did. But we are in a win now mode type right now. Let's just hope it works for this Arizona Cardinal team, because I think truth of the matter here, guys, is that this Arizona Cardinal team, if they don't make it in the next 2 years, I don't see Cliff Kingsbury being here, and I do not see Steve Keim being here as well. So that's kind of a little bit to do with what I was talking about. So thank you so very much for the $5 donation, me, Wilson. I know I kind of like extended that just very, very longly, but that's pretty much what I had to say in a nutshell. I try not to watch them, because I do kind of feel like they are scripted. And they just kind of have a very, very vague amount of things to say about the Arizona Cardinals. So I don't know. Let's keep on reading into the comments, though. I know that we can still improve this Arizona Cardinal team. A few different places that I would love the Arizona Cardinals to look at, especially looking at the free agents that are still available, is maybe going the running back route. Maybe getting a running back for our Arizona Cardinals, because yes, Chase Edmonds is there, but can Chase Edmonds be that workhorse that we all want him to be? Is that possible? I don't know. I don't think it is possible. I would love to get another running back in front of Chase Edmonds, or maybe even behind him, to split the carries, because I do feel like when Chase Edmonds thrives is when he's splitting the carries on the backfield. That's when I feel like he thrives. Number 2 position that I want the Arizona Cardinals to look for is maybe tight end. Now, I don't want anybody big. I don't want anybody splashy, but I think tight end is maybe somebody that we can look into. Maybe a Tyler Eifert. I know he gets hurt a lot. I get it. But maybe somebody like that that's able to catch the ball and maybe get a couple touchdowns or a few touchdowns for Kyler Murray, a deep threat in the red zone. But we do got another $15 donation by my guy, Robert Rhodes. Let me give you the quick dab, my friend. Thank you so very much for doing that. Says, Keim, I feel made a mistake picking up quarterback Colt McCoy. I think he can't run fast enough to get away from the defense, or can't throw deep enough either. Go Cardinals, run the gauntlet for the Super Bowl. Hey, man, let me get a sip of this water real quick, and let's talk about that. Let's talk a little bit about Colt McCoy. Thank you so very much for the $15 donation, my guy. And I do have another one from Isa. I'll read that right now. But you're not the only one that has issues with the Colt McCoy signing. A lot of people would have loved seeing Brett Hundley back, but I think in the grand scheme of things, Brett Hundley was going through a lot of those off-the-field issues where, yes, he would have been the better backup to Kyler Murray, but with the off-the-field issues, that I think Michael Bidwell is kind of one of those owners where he doesn't really want to get too involved. He's very, very big on his image, and if anything kind of affects or the look of the Cardinal image, he will get you out, except for the whole Steve Keim drunk DUI. So I don't know why he's still here. I really don't know why. But that's kind of my take on Michael Bidwell and what Brett Hundley was. I really do feel like Brett Hundley would be better. But if you really take a look at the available quarterbacks right now, that was kind of the best option for the Arizona Cardinals. We saw what Chris Drevler did last year, and he laid a big goose egg. And I understand there's a lot of people that are saying, well, hey, you didn't give him a lot of chance. You didn't give him a fair chance to do this and this and that. That's the downfall and the unfortunate part of the NFL. You have your opportunity, and if you do not get your opportunity done, like if you don't get it right there and then, you might not have another opportunity. And I feel like that's kind of what happened with Chris Drevler. It's really unfortunate. He probably could be a great backup quarterback, but the word's been out already. The word has been out. He's looked really, really bad against the Rams when Kyler Murray ended up getting hurt. Now, granted, was that his fault? Probably not, but that's just kind of the way of the NFL. You are who we put you. So you are who you put on tape is what I'm trying to say. And what Chris Drevler put on tape against the Rams didn't look very good at all. Can he get an opportunity? Probably, yeah. Will he? I don't know. We'll see. We do got another $5 donation. My guy, let me give you the quick dab. Appreciate that. It says Cardinals should trade up for Kyle Pitts for his second round and next year's for. Okay, so we have a guy here that wants to get Kyle Pitts. Here's my thing about Kyle Pitts. I have absolutely no issue with Kyle Pitts. I really do like him. I think he's a dynamic player. I really do. But what I feel like this Arizona Cardinal team should do is I think that they should address the DB role. Now, honestly, that's my opinion. We can either agree or disagree. It's completely up to you. You know, everybody has, but Kyle Pitts, to me, would be a luxury pick that Cliff Kingsbury would not know what to do with. Now, granted, we had one of the best wide receivers of all time in Larry Fitzgerald, and Cliff Kingsbury did not know how to use Larry Fitzgerald. He didn't. And I fear that if we did get a Kyle Pitts with the 16th overall pick, I don't think he's going to fall to the 16th overall. I really don't. So I can see why you said trade up for him. A couple different things. Let me just address this. I don't think we have the draft capital enough to justify getting a tight end and really putting it on Cliff Kingsbury and say, hey, this is your new weapon. Draw up some new schemes and get him involved. I don't think that's what our offense is built at. I don't think Cliff Kingsbury has the capability, the mindset of the capability to be like, okay, we have all these different weapons. I just think it's going to further confuse the guy. I really do. So that's kind of a no on pitch just for me specifically. If you think about it, we had Larry Fitzgerald, still a viable, great option. A lot of people still want to put him as a tight end. People are like, maybe tight end, maybe tight end. I don't know. He's been playing in the slot a lot since Cliff Kingsbury's been here. My goodness, tongue-tied. And he didn't know how to use them. So I don't know. I would say no on Kyle Pitts just because it's nothing to do with Kyle Pitts. It has to do with Cliff Kingsbury. So let me get that right real quick. We do got another $4.99 donation here from Issa. Cardinals should trade up. Oh, I think you might have done it twice. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Let me give you the quick dab. Hopefully you didn't do it twice. But yeah, that's kind of how we land there, guys. But that's just kind of my opinion on it. If you do feel like we should get him, cool. I personally don't, just because I think Cliff Kingsbury is going to be in a world of hurt. He's not going to know what to do at all if Kyle Pitts is going to be that guy. You know what I mean? So that's just kind of my opinion on the matter. But thank you so very much for the $4.99 donation. Now, what I really wanted to talk about on this stream, guys, is I wanted to talk about the cap room that the Arizona Cardinals has opened up here. Now, no, it's not an April Fool's joke. This is real. Yesterday, there was a couple renegotiations that happened with the contract. Hicks, as well as Rodney Hudson, ended up renegotiating their contracts. So it opened up some cap room. What should the Arizona Cardinals do with this cap room? Now, let's say, for example, we need $6 to $7 million in rookies. Like we need that money allocated to the rookies that are coming in. Then we can probably really say we have, what, $8 million? That's decent. That's pretty decent. I mean, I wouldn't complain about that. I think we could still maybe very well get some players that are still available right now that can probably play for a very, very cheap deal right now. I would love the Arizona Cardinals to address the running back position. If we can somehow get a Todd Gurley, if we can somehow get a James Conner. Now, I get both of them come with injuries. I get it. But What I'm really trying to do is I'm trying to get some veteran leadership out there so we can put next to Chase Edmonds. If they want to make sure Chase Edmonds is the guy, like he's the #1 guy, cool. That's also awesome with me. But I still do think we need a big power back to put next to Chase Edmonds. Now, in my personal opinion, I would love for the Cardinals to go that route in free agency because we have the cap. You know, why not? Why not do that for the Arizona Cardinals and get another viable option for this Arizona Cardinal team? Now, something that I thought in my head, just, you know, when you think sometimes you're like, ooh, all these possibilities can happen here. One thing that came to me. Now, I understand that Kareem Hunt was signed to an extension by the Browns. I get it. But what if the Arizona Cardinals can pull off a trade with the Cleveland Browns, which, in my opinion, they have a very, very, very stacked running back room at this very moment. What if the Arizona Cardinals can pull off a trade with the Cleveland Browns and give up a pick for a Kareem Hunt? What say you guys? What would you guys say in that situation? Now, obviously, you would have to give up some draft capital. And then obviously, you would also have to take the contract that was given to Kareem Hunt. I still think Kareem Hunt can be a very well a 3-down back, a #1 running back in an offense. He can show his talents off, but the biggest thing that's going on right now with the Cleveland Browns is he's sharing the backfield with Nick Chubb. You can't really see all the talents that was Kareem Hunt because he is sharing the backfield of Nick Chubb, and I think they see Nick Chubb as their #1 and Kareem Hunt as the 1.5, in my personal opinion. So I feel like that would be cool. I feel like that would be an awesome option for this Arizona Cardinal team. Now, obviously, you would have to give up some draft capital, which we don't have a lot of draft capital to begin with, so that's all automatically maybe not. But I don't know. I kind of would love that option for the Arizona Cardinals to maybe take that route. If not a trade, then very well getting a running back in free agency because we need to very well get somebody to be not opposite side, but basically next to Chase Edmonds, in my personal opinion. Let's keep on reading onto the comments here. Let's see what everybody else has to say. Some people are saying, no, I'll take Najee. Okay, that's fair. We got Winston saying Adrian Peterson. That's fair too. Adrian Peterson was here 1 year. I don't think he was happy here at all. Our offensive line back then was very, very terrible. So, I mean, there is that. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of different options for this Arizona Cardinal team, especially with about $8 to $9 million after the draft rookies that we need to pay. I still think that's a very, very, nice chunk of change to really kind of bring some people in to really see what's going on and what would be available for this Arizona Cardinal team. We do got Showtime 15 saying if the top 2 corners aren't there, well, that went really fast. See, this is the problem when I try to read regular comments. They just go so quick that I can't read it. We got Cooper Gaming. What's going on, man? It's been a while since I've seen you. He says, congrats on the 6K subs. Thank you, my friend. Absolutely thank you. Yeah, still grinding, man. Still grinding. We're trying to get to 7,000, and then we're trying to get to 10,000. That's the biggest milestone right now. But baby steps. We'll get there eventually. We'll get there. Let's keep on reading onto the comments here. Let's see what you guys have to say. What are your guys' thoughts on Colt McCoy? Let me know that. Colt McCoy, do you guys think this is a good option? Now, granted, if you take a look at the available quarterbacks, he probably is the best available. But I guess like when you first heard that we were going to sign him, what were your initial thoughts? Were you happy? Were you not happy? Are you like, dang? What do you guys think? We got Jordan P says Colt McCoy sucks. That's fair. I mean, that's fair. But I mean, would you say Colt McCoy is better than Chris Streveler though? Yeah, I would say so. I mean, is he better than Brett Hundley? Probably not better than Brett Hundley, and probably Brett Hundley would be the better option. But Brett Hundley can't, man. He's hurt. Let's just say this: Colt McCoy's the backup. Okay, we get it. Awesome. But if we don't see Colt McCoy this year, then that's a plus. That's an absolute win because that means Kyler Murray stays healthy the entirety of the season, and that's exactly what we need. Kyler Murray needs to stay upright. Hopefully we did enough with the offensive line that's going to basically be able to keep him upright because we need to get into the playoffs. This is a win now mode for this Arizona Cardinal team moving forward. Let's see what this Arizona Cardinal team can do. Vols24 says not mad because he's better than Streveler. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what you have to compare it to. That's the unfortunate part. Welcome to the Arizona Cardinals, guys. We're comparing it to somebody who obviously prevented us from going to the playoffs. I mean, granted, the Rams are a very, very good defense, so we got to give them that. But I don't know. Some people might say that if, Kyler Murray was playing the whole game, we possibly could have won it. We'll see. I mean, it's all ifs, ands, or buts at this point, and I just don't want to think about the past. I really don't. It kind of frustrates me to the core. Oh, here we go. We got Albert say, why not Alex Smith? That's a valid point. That's a very valid point. I think Alex Smith would have been a little bit too expensive for Steve Keim's blood. That's what I feel. I like Alex Smith. I really do. I know he got some snaps last year, especially coming off that big leg injury. That was very unfortunate. Very unfortunate for Alex Smith to go through. But he did play some snaps. He seemed like he's back in football shape. But I don't know. I don't know where this whole thing stands. The only thing I can think of is that Steve Keim saw that opportunity and he's like, no, bro, too expensive. The only thing I can think of, really. Let's keep on reading onto the comments here. We got, I hope I'm saying your name right. It's Isai. Last name Mejie. I think it's Isai, but he says, let me see. I had something here pretty funny. Who else remembers John Skelton and Kevin Cobb? Yeah, 100% right. We didn't have the best quarterbacks. That's for darn sure. We don't have the best quarterback record right now. So being that we do have Kyler Murray, I feel like we're all kind of infatuated. We're kind of all living on cloud 9 right now. And we're like, yeah, we have a chance. But this is it, man. This is going to be it. This third year of Kyler Murray, this third year of Cliff Kingsbury is really going to tell, did we make the right choice here? This is what it's going to tell right here. So we'll see. I still have all the faith in the world of I still have all the faith in the world of Kyler Murray. Cliff Kingsbury, on the other hand, But Kyler Murray, I do think he's a dynamite player if he's put in the right position. And I really don't think that Cliff Kingsbury does that for Kyler. But we'll see what happens. Let's keep on reading onto the comments here. Cooper Gaming 12 says, I mean, Josh Allen's third year, he went to the playoffs and was MVP talent. Yeah, you're right. That's true. But I mean, the thing is that we can't, I don't know. It's like, I feel like a lot of stuff with football is either you're right or you're wrong. I hope to be wrong. I really do. I really do hope to be wrong. I want Cliff Kingsbury to succeed. I really do. As much as I give him flack, as much as I say I don't believe in him, as much as I don't like Steve Keim, I want to be wrong. Prove me wrong, Arizona Cardinals, please. Now, are we a Super Bowl team? I don't know. I can't sit here with a straight face and tell you guys we're going to the Super Bowl. I can probably say I have confidence that hopefully the next step is going to be playoffs. But if you take a look at the 2021 opponents, sheesh. Let me just tell you that right now. Sheesh. That's all I got to say. It's going to be a tough schedule, y'all. Tough schedule. We had it good this year. We had it good with the NFC East. We had it good. And then we were an 8-8 team. Let's keep on reading onto the comments and see what you guys have to say. I may drink some water here while we read some comments here. We got all things Arizona with Bears saying 10-7 as of right now. Okay. Eventually, what we'll do once we get the schedule, we'll sit down and we'll say, "Hey, is this a win or is this not?" So we'll predict the new schedule coming through. I'm really excited to do that. We most likely will probably be getting the schedule. I know it's after the draft, maybe sometime in May or maybe in June. We'll be getting the schedule. So I'll definitely keep you guys updated. If you guys are new here, smash that like button and subscribe to the AZ Sports Fan on YouTube. Honestly, overall, I'm just really excited to get this draft party on, man. I'm so excited about the draft. There's so much different ways this Arizona Cardinal team can do. And if we trade back and recoup a third and we still get a dynamite running back, my goodness, so much things, man. So much things that can go right and so much things that can go wrong too. And that's kind of the beauty of the NFL, I guess. We got Robin Jones saying, how did we get 15 million? So basically, you probably weren't here earlier in the stream. So what happened was Rodney Hudson and Jordan Hicks renegotiated their contract. So they basically restructured it. I'm pretty sure they got more bonuses and blah, 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 blah. But basically with the restructuring of their contract, it opened up some more cap space for this Arizona Cardinal team. So a couple different things that I feel like the Arizona Cardinals need to do to address is the running back position. Yes, we have Eno Benjamin. Yes, we have Chase Edmonds, but I do want the big bruising back back there next to Chase Edmonds because I feel like that's when he thrives the best. Another position I want the Arizona Cardinals to really consider is probably going to be tight end. Nothing expensive. I don't want anything crazy. Maybe giving Trey Burton, maybe Tyler Eifert an opportunity to come into the Cardinal on a one-year deal, super, super cheap deal to kind of bring them in here and get a little bit more talent in here because Tyler Eifert was very good with the Bengals at one point. Very, very good. And in terms of fantasy, very good. And it just was unfortunate because a lot of injuries happened to Tyler Eifert. So that's kind of really the unfortunate part of it all. But there's that. And another last position I want the Arizona Cardinals to address. I don't know. I still think DB is something that we still need to address. We still need to be able to make sure that we can address the DB role. I still feel like it. Yeah, definitely. Let's keep on reading onto the comments and see what everybody else has to say. We got Lionel Sanchez saying Adrian Peterson is perfect for our offense. We just need to draft in our running back in the draft. That's fair. That's absolutely fair. Is it Isaiah FTP says Zach Ertz? Zach Ertz is cool, but that's another thing. It's kind of like my same situation with Kyle Pitts. I don't have no problem with the players. Kyle Pitts is absolutely dynamite, and I really do hope whatever team he goes to, they're able to use him the way he's best needed to be used. Kind of same thing with Zach Ertz. I just don't have the faith in Cliff Kingsbury to be able to make sure that such a big contract that we're going to grab, because let's be honest, we're also going to have to get his contract, bring him in for some compensation of picks as well. So there's just a lot of stuff that I feel like wouldn't work with Zach Ertz, and it's just me not having faith in Cliff more than anything. All right, we do got another $5 donation by our guy, Robert Rhodes. My goodness, you've been coming in clutch today. My guy, thank you so very much for that. Let me give you that quick dab saying, how about Burkhead or Bell to her? Yeah, I like the idea of Le'Veon Bell. I really do. I really do like the option of Le'Veon Bell. He's more of a patient runner more than anything, and I really, really do feel like he ruined his career leaving the Steelers. That was probably one of the biggest mistakes that he's done. Yes, he got the bag, but he ruined his legacy. He ruined his legacy of being a very good running back when he moved to the Jets. He was seen to be top 5 running back in the NFL at one point with the Steelers. And what happened? He ended up going to the Jets to get that money. And everybody says he's not good. He might very well not be good anymore, but that's kind of what ruined him, honestly. And Burkhead? Burkhead, I know Burkhead is pretty decent, especially when it comes to the Patriots. But I feel like Burkhead did a lot better when Tom Brady was there. And Tom Brady makes everybody look better, I'm telling you. He probably isn't the best at catching out of the backfield, but like whenever Tom Brady is anywhere, players want to play because they know they're playing for something, and they're playing for the Lombardi. So I fear if Alex Burkhead comes here. I'm sorry. Did I say Alex? Rex Burke. I think it's Rex Burkhead, right? Whatever, Burkhead. I fear if he comes here, he's just going to flop. I feel like he's going to flop, and that's something that we don't need. We do got Robert Rhodes saying Bell is a monster running up the middle. I think we did enough with our offensive line. I really do, as long as we can stay healthy, which is, I know it's kind of a lot to ask, but so we got DJ Humphries, Justin Pugh, and then obviously Rodney Hudson. And then the right guard is probably going to be we don't quite 100% know. Either Josh Jones is going to get slated over, or we're going to get Brian Winters in there. And then the right tackle, I really do think it's going to be Kelvin Beachum, in my personal opinion. So Kelvin Beachum, most likely, because he did get a 2-year contract as well, like an extension. So, I'm sorry, not an extension. He got a 2-year contract with the Arizona Cardinals. So I feel like he's probably going to be the right tackle of the future. There's a lot of people that want Javonte Williams. I mean, he's a really good running back for sure. Now, I think the only way that I would justify getting Javonte is if we do trade back. If we can trade back and somehow recoup a third, like how we were doing in the mock drafts. If you guys aren't a member of the mock drafts or like the channel members, you guys got to become a channel member, because my goodness, it's absolutely fun to get these channel members on here and seeing how they mock draft or who they're thinking about, because they got to work together as a unit. And I'm just sitting back picking the picks for them with my bow tie, just like Michael Bidwell is. And it's really cool. It's really fun to kind of sit back and see everybody's like process and the way that they actually think around. So I know Javonte Williams is a very, very popular one, especially with a lot of our channel members. Now, I do feel like it's kind of a consensus that if we do want to go running back in the first round, I think it's very important to go back, to trade back in the draft and maybe recoup a third, maybe recoup an early fourth, something along those lines. So it's kind of that whole situation where it's like, just depends on who's going to be available. Now, I don't foresee Steve Keim letting JC Horn go, though. Like, I really don't. Like, if JC Horn's there, I think he probably will take it. He'll jump at the opportunity to get a JC Horn, or maybe even Caleb Farley, because Caleb Farley with his whole back injury, there's a lot of like mocks and a lot of like draft boards. They basically shot him down to like the end of the third, which is absolutely crazy to me. Absolutely crazy to me. I don't know. I don't know though. Here's my question to you guys. Who do you guys think is the best DB in this class right now? So our options are Patrick Surtain, JC Horn, or it's going to be Caleb Farley. Who do you think is the best cornerback in this draft right now? 2021 draft. Who is the best in the draft? Put it on the comments here below. We got Parker saying JC Horn. We got Not Mario saying me. That's funny. We got Jackson saying Surtain. Is that Arjuan saying Farley? Gavin saying that was quick. It went okay. So these comments are going mad fast. Sorry, y'all. Lucas saying Horn is the best. Okay. Kevin saying just Surtain and then Farley. Jack Wong saying Surtain. So it's kind of it just really depends on who you ask. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. Like, A, it depends on who you ask, and then B, it's just really going to depend on who the evaluators pick as the top DB. Now, keep that in mind. Like, you know, this is all an evaluation process of Steve Keim and his front office. That's who we're holding this Cardinals future like in their hands to. So I don't know. We do got another $5 super chat by Red C in the house. Let me give you the quick dab, my friend. Thank you so very much for doing that. Saying Patrick Surtain, JC Horn, Caleb Farley, Asante Samuel, and then Greg Newsome. That is his board right there. In terms of DBs, pretty much ranking them right here for you guys. So Patrick Surtain, JC Horn, Caleb Farley, Asante Samuel, and Greg Newsome. Thanks, my guy. I appreciate you. Not only do you do super chat, but thanks for giving me the list, man. Appreciate you. Let me give you the quick dab. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now, guys. And now I know a lot of people ask me, they're like, hey, well, what happens when, like, you know, you want Steve Keim out so far? Like, why do you want? So who do you want the Arizona Cardinals GM to be, if not Steve Keim? Like they kind of present it to be like, like Steve Keim really is like the bee's knees in the cat's pajamas. Let me get to the super chat real quick by RC3, and then I'll talk about what I'm talking about. RC3, let me give you the quick dab with the $5 donation. Says, what if we go back and get Javonte? And then Campbell and Greg Newsome. So the only way that I can see Campbell and Greg Newsome and Javonte is if we do trade back, obviously, and we somehow get a second pick. And the second round pick has got to be an early second round pick to get Newsome, because I think Greg Newsome's going to go in the end of the first. Campbell, we can probably get maybe in the third, but we don't have a third. So I don't know. Maybe our second. I don't know. I can very well see that, but I don't see a team giving us a second round pick to go up 4 spots. But we'll see. The draft gets crazy. The draft gets crazy. Absolutely gets crazy. So a lot of crazy things happen. We do got Red C in here saying RC3 for GM. Let me give you the quick dab, man. Thank you so very much for doing that. So here's the thing. So people often ask me, you do not like Steve Keim so much. We get it. It's obvious. But who do you want Steve Keim's replacement to be? And I think to myself, I mean, we have Adrian Wilson in the office. You know, he's a scout currently right now. I think he currently got elevated as well. Why not get him as a GM? Why not possibly get Larry Fitzgerald as it? Why not get anybody else other than Steve Keim? Because in actuality, Steve Keim has this job for such a long time, and people always want to kind of go back and forth with me, like, oh, he deserves the position. This position that he fought through the ranks to get. He has this position for this long is because he's buddy with Michael Bidwell. That's it. Point blank. He has this position as long as he does because he's buddy with Michael Bidwell. That's it. Who do I want? Anybody else but Steve Keim. If it doesn't work out this year, anybody else but Steve Keim. It's all based on evaluation. And a lot of the times he's asking from his scouting department. They write on a piece of paper. This guy did this, and that. This guy did that, and this. And if that person is wrong on this, and that person goes off this person's scouting report and they draft somebody that wasn't as good as the tapes make it seem, like in Andy Isabella over DK Metcalf, where's the thought process and the draft evaluation from that? You know what I mean? So if you're gonna ask me who do I want over Steve Keim, anybody. But obviously, Adrian Wilson would be dynamite. Just because I have that player attachment to him, that would be really cool to give him the opportunity. But honestly, anybody. I would take anybody over Steve Keim right now because honestly, it's due to what their draft evaluation is, an opinion. That's what it is. He picks players from free agency based off his opinion and who's going to make this team better. He drafts players in the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh round based on his evaluation and his opinion on who he thinks this team's going to be better with. It's all opinions. And I just don't think it's been working very much. We do got another super chat from RC3 Chambers. My guy, let me give you the quick dab. Says, I will donate $20 to open up the phone lines. Oh my geez, Louise, this guy wants to get the phone lines open. We'll see, man. We'll see what happens. I know I've had a lot of technical issues with my computer, and I'm trying to upgrade to this new computer that I got to hopefully make me a little less fuzzy. That's a possibility, though. That's a possibility, RC3. Let's keep that in the back real quick, though. We do got Robert Rhodes coming up here with another $5 donation. Says one of these three GMs, Terry McDonough, isn't that the GM from the Suns, right? I fear if Terry McDonough gets an opportunity for this Arizona Cardinal team, there's going to be blood in the water. There's going to be blood in the water. Now, the reason why I say that is because James Jones came in. In 2 years, they seem like a whole much better team. So I do not want Terry McDonough because I feel like it's going to be exactly the same thing as Steve Keim. I would say no on that. Drew Grigson, I don't know him too much, but I'll take your word for it. But Quentin Harris, I think that would be a cool option. I do think that would be a really cool option. Let's keep on reading onto the comments here. Let's keep seeing what everybody else has to say. We got Lucas Chen says, how did you get a new computer during this computer shortage? I don't know. I went to Amazon. Yeah, I literally just bought one. There's a shortage? I just bought it. I don't know. Amazon just delivered it this morning, and I was setting everything up. Everything was good and gravy. It was super crispy, and I was super excited. And yeah, I got it. We do got all things AZ Cardinals with. I'm just gonna call you I Am Bear, man. I'm sorry. It's just better. It's better for me to process. Louis Riddick for GM. Okay, yeah. Like I said, man, anybody I would be happy rather than Steve Keim. Obviously, he needs to have football knowledge, obviously. But I'm not saying pick anybody random off the street. But yeah, honestly, I think anybody would be better than Steve Keim. I really do. His opinions have not wowed me thus far. He's been with us since 2013. We've made it to the playoffs twice, right? Twice or 3 times. I think twice. 2014 and 15, or the 15-16. Now I got all myself all confused now. But I would take anybody over him, honestly. All right, let's keep on reading onto the comments. Let's keep seeing what everybody else has to say. Red Sea going to sleep. All right, Red Sea, man. Have a good night, man. All right, let's keep on reading into the comments here. Jordan P saying, no, Terry McDonough is personal. Yeah. No, Terry McDonough is a personal executive on the Cardinals. Oh, am I thinking of his brother, that other McDonough? Wait, Terry, who did he say? Oh my God, now I got myself all confused. Louis Riddick, Terry McDonough. Isn't that the guy from the Suns? Or was that the different guy? Was his brother? Ah, bro, did I get the wrong name? All right, let me do a quick Google search here real quick. This always solves everything. Ryan, oh my goodness gracious, I hate myself. It's Ryan McDonough. That's the guy that I was talking about. Oh my geez, I hate myself. Thank you. Appreciate you, Jordan P. Corrected me. Thank you. So, I don't know. Anybody in my personal opinion. So, we'll see. We'll kind of go from there. Cooper Gaming says, I'm 13. Cool, man. Cool. George say Malik Hooker to Cardinals. Yeah, I would like it, but the thing is, I think that they're set at the safety position. It's nothing to do with Malik Hooker. I think he's a really good player. But we got Buddha, we got Jalen, we got Deontay. We even got Chris Banjo back, and then we got Sean Williams that we ended up getting from the Bengals, which a lot of Bengal fans told me that he's a dynamite player. He's a very, very good player. So I think we're holding on hope to the safety room right now. I think we're seeing like, wow, we're stacked, or not stacked, but we have the depth and we have the players to go with the 2021 season. I don't think he's going to get picked up. Oh, here we go. There we go. And I've got Mark Jackson saying A-dub for GM. There you go. Yeah, Adrian Wilson would be an amazing, amazing GM in my personal opinion. And the reason why I'm saying amazing, I don't know if, like, what he picks or what his evaluations look like. But I have an attachment to him because he was a former player of the Arizona Cardinals. And anytime I see somebody get moved up or somebody get the opportunity for a higher position, why not? Why not? People don't understand firing Keim to elevate someone from his staff that he reports to and gets his info from makes no sense. Is essentially doing the same thing since they work. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. Let's keep on reading onto the comments here. Oh, we got the grammar, please. Make sure you use proper grammar. Oh, sheesh. There was always one, huh? There's always one of them. Peyton Manning for GM. I don't know. I mean, I don't even think Peyton Manning even wants to come back to the end. He seems like he's doing really good with his commercials that he's doing right now. I think he's having a good time right now with that country singer right now. Yeah, but we'll see what happens, guys. We'll definitely see what happens. Mora saying, any news on the jersey number change? Are you referring to the number 21 from Malcolm Butler? Is that what you're referring to? Because I know like there's a lot of people in an uproar saying like they don't want Malcolm Butler to wear number 21 because Patrick Peterson wears number 21. Is that what you're referring to? Oh, we got Alan. So I will wait for your reply here, Mora, and I'm going to answer Alan here real quick. Hey, man, I'd like to ask you a question. Considering the situation at wide receiver with Fitz, Butler, Isabella, and Kirk, would Bateman at 16 something you'd consider good? Well, Larry Fitzgerald has not come back with the Cardinals yet. If you're talking about Hakeem Butler, he's not with the Cardinals either. You're good. Oh, no, you're good, Alan. No worries. Oh, from France. No worries, man. You're good. So basically, the wide receiving core that we have right now, so it's going to be DeAndre Hopkins, Christian Kirk, and AJ Green. Now, whoever that fourth is going to be, maybe Larry Fitzgerald will come back. That would be cool. But I don't know. Maybe they can get. We also have Keyshawn Johnson and Andy Isabella. But as of right now, Larry Fitzgerald is not back with the Arizona Cardinals. Okay, here we go. Oh no, tight end Oh, I don't know. I see your response here, Mora. I don't know. I didn't hear anything about it. I'll look into it though. I'll definitely look into it for sure. Angel says, what do you think about the new unis? I don't think we have new uniforms right now. I've been one of those people too that really want the Arizona Cardinals to get new uniforms too. But honestly, I don't mind the old uniforms. I just kind of feel like we should like freshen them up a little bit. And I have done like multiple different videos like last summer with like the different like fan made art and stuff like that. Like there's a lot of really cool looking ones out there. A lot of really cool looking ones out there. Let's see here. If you guys don't already know, we do have a 17th game this year. If you guys didn't know that, the Arizona Cardinals do have a 17th game this year. And that's going to be against the Cleveland Browns. So instead of saying, oh, we're going to be 8-8, you better adjust that number to 9-8 or 8-9 because we do have a total of 17 games this coming year. And it's going to be absolutely crazy to see. I'm really excited, honestly. Another season with Cardinal football. I'm sorry, another Sunday with Cardinal football and another just Sunday of football in general, man. There's going to be a lot of implications. I'm really excited about it. We do got I Am Bear coming up clutch again with another $5 donation. My guy, let me give you that quick dab saying the league is voting on letting DBs, LBs, wide receivers, and tight ends and running back to wear numbers 1 through 10. Oh, okay. Here we go. There you go, Moira, right here. We got my man I Am Bear coming up clutch, saying the league is voting on it currently right now. We don't have a response as of yet, but it seems like they are voting on it at not this very moment, but it's probably something that's going to come maybe in a few months. Thank you, I Am Bear. I appreciate that. All right, dude, we got Kenny Wilson up here as well. Says, I want to trade Kirk and Andy for Anthony Schwartz. He's a big slot wide receiver. Maybe Kyler could see him better, and he's got elite speed. Okay. I never heard of Anthony Schwartz. Who does he play for? Let me do a quick Google search here real quick. Let me see who this is. Who does he play for, Kenny? Let me know. Anthony Schwartz, football player. Here we go. He's a rookie. I see what you're saying. Okay, so you want to trade the picks to get draft capital and possibly get him in the draft is what you're saying. Right? Okay. That makes more sense. Okay, because I was like, I have no idea who Anthony Schwartz is. But yes, okay, I just did a quick Google search. He is still in college currently right now, 6'1", 20 years old. Seems like he plays out of Auburn. Hopefully I got the right person on here. So you want to trade those two players away and give an opportunity to Anthony Schwartz. Okay. That's fair. I mean, I was the guy that said I gave up on Christian Kirk as a number 2 wide receiver last year. So I don't know what's going to happen. I still do think that this Cardinal team is going to roll with Christian Kirk and Andy Isabella. I really do think they will. But this is going to be the decision year right here. Christian Kirk better have a dynamite year. He better have a fantastic year this year because honestly, I don't see Christian Kirk coming back if he doesn't have a fantastic year on the slot. Jose Rod says, I would trade Kirk and Andy Isabella for CeeDee Lamb. Only if we lived in that world, my guy. Only if we lived in that world because, yeah, we're not going to talk about CeeDee Lamb, man. I think a lot of people in this community knows that I have like this thing for CeeDee Lamb because I wanted to get CeeDee Lamb last year, but just didn't happen. Got BBHALV, my guy. Thank you so very much for being here. Let me give you the quick dab saying, where did the 15 million cap come from? Smash the like. Thank you so very much for putting that extra yes, guys. If you have not smashed the like button, yes, please do me a big favor. Smash the like button. Just smash it. Make sure it turns blue. So basically the cap room where it came from is Jordan Hicks and Rodney Hudson. They ended up renegotiating their contracts. So most likely they're getting a bigger bonus and just kind of restructuring everything. So with that whole situation, We just opened up more room that way. So pretty cool, pretty cool. A lot of people are really thinking to themselves like, hey, maybe is it something that we're going to be, you know, maybe getting a big trade, or maybe are we still looking into getting some more free agents for this Arizona Cardinal team? Steve Keim, he made it possible for us to do something like that now. So maybe we might be getting some more splash plays, or maybe a couple more players here and there to add to our roster here. I don't know if you know, BBH, but we are meeting with Quentin Dunbar, another DB that was playing for the Washington football team as well as the Seattle Seahawks. We have a meeting with him next week, I believe. And I think the Lions also have a meeting with him as well. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens there. We have not Mario saying that was funny. Where did it go? Sheesh. Yeah, so the $15 million came from I Am Bear donating IG to the Cardinals. There you go. I Am Bear came up clutch, man. This guy's got some mad bucks, man. Some mad money. Kenny Wilson says start a donation for new uniforms and give it to the organization. I don't even think it's a money thing. I really don't. I just don't think Michael Biddle wants to do it. I don't think it's a money thing. And this guy has got billions of dollars, man. Billions with the B. I don't think it has anything to do with money to him. I think he just doesn't want to do it. I think he likes that old nostalgia, like that look of what it looks like for the Arizona Cardinals. I don't think it's, I just don't think he wants to. We got Luke saying Cards got Gilmeyer. I think he means Gilmore, but it's probably like an April Fool's thing, because I know a lot of when I posted this video, it was like, oh, April Fool's, how did we get $15 million? I was like, no, it's not a joke, man. It's real. It's real life, man. We got $15 million in cap right now, and the Cardinals can go any which way right now. So we'll see what happens for this Arizona Cardinal team, man. Really excited to see what's going to happen from here on out. But yeah, it's kind of the way the cookie crumbles here. Let's keep on reading out to the comments. Jay Salcido says, what does the Cardinals owner do for a living? I think right now, all he does, I don't know, honestly. I should look into that. I know what made his family like rich. I don't know. To be honest with you, I have no clue. All we know is that he's the Cardinal owner, and he probably makes enough to basically say he's the Cardinals owner. I have no clue. But hopefully one day we can all put enough money together and go to Michael Biddle and be like, here you go. $3 billion. Let's buy this organization off you. Bam. And just put it on his desk and be like, we need to buy this organization off yours. $3 billion. Bam. First thing I would do, fire Keim. First thing I would do. We got Ann Oaks saying, oh, geez, these go so quick. The uniforms really aren't that bad, just light change the away jerseys, and they would be good. Yeah, I agree. Honestly, I like the color rush. I think the color rush are really cool. Probably a business owner. Yeah, he's probably a business owner. Hey, Mike, are people still dreaming? Question mark. Logo's fine, but the jerseys need more spice. Yeah, I know there's a lot of people that want to get new jerseys, and that's the way that the NFL is going. I mean, it really is. I mean, if you take a look at a lot of different teams, that's what they're doing. They're making themselves a lot like better looking in terms of like getting like awesome new uniforms and all the different stuff. So I'm not mad at you guys. I agree. I think it would be kind of cool. BBH ALV says they should come out with the white color rush, all white color rush. I don't know if you guys seen it, but there's actually a jersey, a fan made jersey that I really thought was really, really cool. It's one with like the Arizona State flag right here. Sheet, my goodness, this thing looks amazing. It looks absolutely dynamite. If I could find it, I'll probably post it on my Twitter. But I do have it like on one of my old videos of last year, like during the off season. I posted like fan made. Like Cardinal uniform, like a rebranding. I might do another video. Maybe if I see some more different ideas, I might do another video kind of reacting to those new uniforms. Would be kind of cool to do that again, because I know it was a pretty big hit. But yeah, there was one that I saw that had like the Arizona State flag on the side is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, really cool. Keep on reading onto the comments here. But I think the beauty of it all, I mean, everybody's just got their own opinion, honestly. Everybody's got their own opinion. If we change the uniforms, people aren't going to like it. If we don't change the uniforms, people are not going to like it. It's just, you can't please everybody. You really can't. So I think the best way is the Cardinals are probably going to stay put. Maybe in a couple years, maybe a few years from now, we'll probably see some new uniforms, but we'll see. Let's keep on reading into the comments here. Bring back the C logo. Justin says Arizona has a great flag. Yeah, so it's the star, and it's got like rays on it. Like it's got rays, but it's kind of like this orange and like yellow rays on a star with like a blue banner on the bottom. It's really cool. It's really cool. I'll probably not thinking about. I'll probably do another like fan made art for like uniforms. I'll probably do another one and post it on the channel again, because honestly, there are actually really a lot of cool ones out there, especially with the fans that I do. I'm not cool enough or not brilliant enough to do like my own fan made uniforms that the Cardinals should do, but there's some really awesome looking ones out there for sure. Somebody says we ain't gonna trade. Who said trade? Who's trading Buddha? Nobody's trading Buddha. That's crazy talk. The best player we have in a secondary, we're not trading Buddha Baker. That's absolutely bonkers. All right, y'all. So we've gotten to that point, y'all. We've gotten to that point where we're going to end the stream. Thank you so very much, guys. If you guys have not been here since the beginning, we actually had a fantastic conversation towards the beginning of the conversation. And then we just kind of started talking about Q&A towards this part of the stream. We weren't able to open up phone lines, but usually Tuesdays is where we usually do a lot more streams. We're probably going to fill up a lot more of keep doing mock drafts, trying to get more channel members on the screen to do more mock drafts, because that's pretty fun. We probably most likely will be opening up the phone lines, but we'll also be doing the draft party. If you guys are not a member of the channel member, we're going to be doing a draft party. It's going to be really cool. If you want to be a part of the AZ Sports Fan here on YouTube, when the draft is going to be for the first round, definitely become a channel member. I believe it's like $3.99 for the entirety of the month. Super, super cheap. So definitely add me on Instagram, add me on Twitter. Just shoot me a follow. I do a lot more Suns, Diamondbacks, kind of talk a little bit more on there more than anything, more than I do on the channel. But hopefully eventually I'll start kind of getting in the swing of things and bringing everything back, guys. So let me know what you guys think here. Put everything in the comments below. Put some fist bumps in the chat below, guys. It's been an absolute pleasure speaking to every single one of you guys. I think we peaked at like 180 at one point. Like that's absolutely bonkers to me right now. So crazy, crazy, crazy. Thank you guys for joining. Put some fist bumps on the chat below. Thank you so very much for being here today, and have a great rest of your night, and go Cards.